When you're discussing your career, what kind of questions come to mind? Are you talking about what you like and what you dislike, or are you making a career change altogether? I've always found choice of career to be a fascinating subject just because you're categorized into one of two groups. The first being you make a lot of money but you hate your job, and the second being you don't make any money but you're passionate about what you do. Welcome back to The Way They Said It, where I watch TED Talks and I explain them to you. Today, we're going to discuss economist and professor Larry Smith at the University of Waterloo, his TED Talk, Why You Will Fail to Have a Great Career. I think this is a very self-reflective TED Talk, but one of the things Larry asks his audience is, are you going to work hard in a job because you want to do well in that specific job, or are you going to work hard for something that you want to do because it's something that you want to do? Smith highlights that passion and interest are two different things. You can have 20 different interests, but just one passion. And so he gives this really sad but great example of when you are deceased, what does your tombstone say? Is it gonna, I'm sorry, it's not funny. Is it going to say something about your life that was interesting, or is it going to reflect something that you were passionate about? So for instance, maybe you work a 9 to 5 and you can't stand that job, but you like to read and you have a blog and you really want to open up a bookstore, but you start talking to people in your circle and they start convincing you on why you shouldn't do it. It's going to be too expensive, or small businesses fail, or whatever it is. So people are projecting their insecurities onto you, and then you use that as an excuse to not pursue your passion. So not only are you withheld from your own fears, but you're also withheld by the fears of others. And then one of the last examples he gives is a child going to their parent and telling them, "Oh my God, Mom, Dad, I found what I want to do." And the parent thinks it's going to be something like, doctor or something to do with math. And the kid is like, "I want to be a magician." And the parent is like, "Oh my God, you what?" And again, it just goes off of that same idea. The parent is now trying to control the child to get them to do something that is realistic or something that makes sense, when in reality, it's no one's job to tell you what you should or shouldn't be doing, whether that be your career or what you're passionate about. I really love how he ends his TED Talk. He ends it with the word "unless." And he does this because your journey has not been completed. So unless you prove people wrong and do pursue your passion, or unless you figure out one thing you thought you were passionate about actually turns out to be something completely different. Unless. The decisions that you make should enhance your life, not your friends, not your family, not your neighbors across the street, but your life. So I urge you to figure out what you're passionate about. How can you get there? And how can you share your passions with the world?